versus Order of the Elephant. So we got Drake and Jay on the left, and Tornado and Tillamorph on the right side. And this is going to be Route Rando. This is a bit complicated because it's kind of like it's like part of a door rando, but they go in like a certain route. And so we have both our teams like checking out all the doors and seeing what's available. It's good scouting information, and so they can find out what's ahead. And so I believe in Gauntlet we have a red door, and the door to Parlor is the only way to go. Yeah, usually the first set of rooms are fairly straightforward, and they'll always take you to your first 3 items. Morph Ball, I think you get missiles, and then bombs. So Drag is leading the way. And while Jay does appear to be behind, but he did a fair amount of scouting. And he knows that there's a gray door on the bottom right side, which it may loop around in the future. At least one of the things that I've noticed while playing this randomizer is that a lot of or there's routes that will just lead you back to the landing site, which will make a nice shortcut later on down the road. Got some good Bomb Tracer fights going on. The head popped off on Tillamorph's game. And we get the charge beam. And at this point, where Drake is at, that's when the Route Rando really starts up. And who knows what the game is really going to throw at you. There have been quite a few difficult seeds to play, but I believe that some of these, or I think all of these Route Rando seeds should have been reviewed. So it's expected that these are a bit nicer. Drake is in the parlor room, which is one of these large rooms that have lots of doors. And it looks like Drake is scouting around a bit, seeing what doors are available. And if he's communicating well, Jay will be aware of his options and essentially check out what's out there. One of the things that I really enjoy about... Oh wait, we got Baby already. And Tillamore side. Which is an interesting start. So hopefully there's nothing too crazy going on in the beginning, because if you walk into a heated room, it's like game over already. And then in a race situation, that will put you behind fairly quickly. So you definitely want to be careful and farm up a little bit. All the saves should be in their respective locations. I think a few have been changed, like the ones in Coliseum. Actually, I think that might be it, but I'm not sure. There's been lots of little changes here and there between rooms, just so it's a bit more streamlined for the route rando. And looks like Drake found the shortcut back to landing site, so it's gonna go back to the ship and save. It does get really dicey when they put the baby Metroid this early, or at any point really. Let's see, Tornado found super missiles, which is probably one of the progression items. Like, there's some kind of ammo progression, so it's either super missiles or power bombs, or it could be even both. Oh, the grapple beam. Yeah, getting all these items so quickly. And Jay finding out that he's going to need grapple at some point. One of the interesting things that Tornado's doing is going up the Spore Spawn shaft, and normally that's not possible in the vanilla game, but the game's been a little changed. Oh wait, Jay! What happened, Jay? Oh, is Jay starting from the beginning? He doesn't have any missiles. Ooh, that's rough. I think you could only go in from the left side, not the right. Yeah. So this will set back the Meam team a little bit. Yeah, one of those, since Route Rando is very unpredictable in what kind of rooms they'll give you, it's always a good thing to save. Because, yeah, things like the baby Metroid will just happen. Or crabs. Crabs are the most dangerous little critters out there. So I wonder if Telemorph is going in the right direction. Like, I assume he wants to get super missiles and the grapple beam as soon as possible. As I was saying earlier, that one of the more interesting things about this format for the route randomizer is that it really relies on teamwork and having communication between your two team members. Oh, there you go. Telemorph has supers and the grapple beam. But yeah, the teamwork is a very interesting aspect, which I personally enjoyed it a lot. And Drake finding his grapple beam and super missiles. Oh, the Tornado opting not to save, which he really should, because he'll know that the baby is a thing coming up soon. So if he takes too much damage, oh my god, don't scare me like that. But yeah, if the Tornado's not careful enough, now it'll set him back quite a ways. Was Tornado going forward? I'm not sure if Tilmorph like went forward after that. Oh, okay, it's just the lane sight. Okay, so then that means that Tilmorph would have communicated well what happens after the baby Metroid. So yeah, as for bosses, the bosses are also random, and you may or may not need to fight bosses along the way, depending on where they are in the route. And Tornado going through gauntlets. Just a knee tank. So honestly, nothing too crazy, except for that baby Metroid at the beginning. And the pants room that Tornado's in has also been changed a little bit, just so that certain items become progression. And so in this case, grapple beam locks the path to the next room. And this pants room, like the right door, is always going to be the same, as far as I'm aware. Those bugs do quite a bit of damage, so it's usually a very good idea to be extra careful. Especially since it's showing up early on in the game. Yes, Thornio's at a red tower. Going to save. So red tower is like one of those rooms with a lot of doors. So it's the hub, and you want to take note of like what doors are available. so you can communicate it to your team member. Let's see, Drake is doing the bomb jump to get to Arteria's power bombs, but it's a gray door, so it may loop around later on. Telemorph is not too far behind Tornado. So, oh, okay. Tornado found the loop around to a landing site. Which it's not necessary, but it's a very good thing to have in case you ever need to go back to a particular hub fairly quickly. And looks like the Telemorph was going to go down, but that's where the energy refill is, and so turn around to go save instead. I mean, at that point, you might as well just go to the ship instead. Although, it will require a bomb jump. Let's see. Telemorph is opting to not go left or right. Looks like he's going up to go fight Spore Spawn. And Drake, not too far behind. Taking a hit from one of those bugs. Definitely want to be pretty careful about that. Yeah, Tornado finishing up Spore Spawn. Let's see what we have. I think the only other route that they haven't really checked is from Red Tower going towards Meridia, which that's also another change that's been made to the route randomizer. And so there's no green gate or a gate at all. And so it's just another door. So Tornado's in the green pirate room, which you can shoot the crumble blocks, which have been modified, and there's the power bomb, which is another progression item. And supers are always nice. Yeah, there's quite a few doors in this room. I didn't quite catch if there was a door where Drake was looking at. Odds are it's a gray door. Let's see, Telemorph going towards that Terminator room, and he's finding a heated room. Yeah, you definitely want to turn around after visiting one of those. The settings for this randomizer, you should not be forced to do any hell runs. Yeah, Tornado's a bit low on energy, and there's a lot of Meridia enemies in this room. Ooh, there's gravity. Play the next set in progression. Though I don't think they have run into any water rooms. Well, I guess gravity also protects from heat damage, so now they have 2 routes that are opened up. Drake is not too far behind. One of the neat parts about this co-op situation is that if someone's behind, like, having a really good communication can like really bring your partner back to speed. But it does get really confusing because all these rooms are jumbled up, and I think the best way to go about that is by remembering which doors are important when you're going through hubs. So, like Red Tower, for example, the most important door was going to beta power bombs, and which leads to landing site, and the elevator, which goes to spore spawn. Drake, no! Yeah, hope he saved recently. Meantime, Tornado finding high jump boots. So, okay, Drake's in Red Tower. So that puts Jay ahead of Drake. We've got a lead switch in the Meam team. Other than high jump boots, I don't think there's too much going on for the right side. Still trying to find the right doors that lead to progression, and so they can just move on. Just widening the gap between the two teams. And Jay finds Gravity Suit. Yeah, the first place they could use the gravity suit, which is like in the room going towards Terminator from the Green Pirate room. I think everything else is just ammo. And here we have Kraid on Tornado screen. Kraid is like one of those bosses that are required because it immediately unlocks a door. So more finding the Three Musketeers room. So Kraid doesn't have a door on his right. It's essentially been removed. And the left door becomes the progression. Tillamore finding Frog Speedway, which has been modified a little bit, where you need both Speed Booster and Spring Ball, and so both of those items are needed for progression. Drake is trying to get out of the moat. Looks like he was trying to do some gravity jumps, but he's now resorting to bomb jumping. Which you don't have to do bomb jumping, because grapple beam was provided. But in a race like this, where there's just like a bunch of rooms that you have to remember, it gets very, very confusing very quickly. Let's see, Tornado found Gold Chorizo. He only has the pea shooter, so the fastest way will be fighting GT like RBO style. You farm the Chozo balls for super missiles. But if you collect too many missile drops, GT will use this wave attack instead of his Chozo ball attack. So it just slows down the farming process. Yeah, there it is. So it's a good thing to dump out some missiles to prevent that attack from happening. The Tillamorph killing Kraid, and Drake finding high jump boots. And Drake has paused. I'm not sure what that's about. Giving Aura the Elephant a handicap. Okay, the Tornado finishes GT and finds 2 missiles. It looks like Jay was confused there for a little bit. But it is a very unusual change. I had to experience that in one of my races, and I was so confused. Until I'm also doing his GT fight. Dropping out some of those missiles just so he can get more farming in. Oh, the Tornado did not check that item in the wall, if I saw that correctly. Which could be an important item. But he finds Speed Booster. I think another thing that's been changed in this is that these pink pirates are vulnerable to pseudo screw attack, which I don't think they are like that in the vanilla game. Oh, 1 hit. Okay. So they take 1 pseudo screw instead of 2. Drake found Kraid. The long lost brothers. That's an interesting point. I don't think I've seen Suit, but apparently the bottom 2 players have found it. Yeah, I'd imagine Tornado's in the lead here, because he found Speed Booster. Yeah, and from what we've seen so far, gravity also protects from heat. So, I'm not sure if they have found Very or not. Oh, Drake just found it. Okay. And the Edicoon's room. Which I guess that means Pursuit is not necessary to complete the seed, but it's nice to have for Mother Brain. So I would expect Spring Ball to be the next item, the next progression item. Oh, and here he is using Speed Booster to progress through this pre-bottom room. But you need either ice or speed to get through. Just get through both ways. Both of our Meam team runners are fighting GT. I am very much enjoying this left side GT. It's like, right side has become too mainstream. Gotta do it on left side for the swag. Oh, and Thornio found Ridley. That's actually a very interesting place. It's time to reset. Ridley, that early will take quite a long time. All they have is a pea shooter and not that many missiles or supers. So having to pick up Furry Suit again. It looks like he doesn't have Speed Booster either, so it's set him back a little ways, but it's either that or have a really long Ridley fight, which I don't blame him. Oh, and having to fight GT again, so that puts him, puts Tornado in last place. Significant lead difference. Although they do have information that they know where Ridley's at. So Tillamoorph opting to save is a very good idea. So I think Drake might be ahead of Jay. I think Tillamoorph might be the one leading. Or it might be in the lead. Tillamoorph checking out all the doors. Yeah, picking the bottom one. Shit, all of them were supers. I saw that right. Tornado's slowly catching up. So I think at this point, oh wait, Telemorph is riding Ridley. Is that the only way? Do they have to do this? I don't remember seeing any rooms that they couldn't pass. So maybe this Ridley fight's required. Oh, wait, shit, there's lots of power bombs to spare. But, yeah, it's gonna be a really long fight. I think Jay's not too far behind. Which, Jay looks like he's pretty good on ammo. As good as you can hope to be. Even though these units have a lot of missiles, again, like it would be faster to skip missiles, but in this case, it's really important to have this much ammo. Drake, no, get out of there! Oh, that was close. And Telemorph is using power bombs. Oh, it's looking very dicey. Oh, it's a miracle. Come on, Telemorph, you can do it. No. I wonder how both these teams are going to play this out. Man, an early Ridley, or a low ammo Ridley. See a Telemorph picking up all of the missiles now. Yeah, Tornado opting to save. I think that's the closest save you can get to Ridley. I'm like really trying to think of like if there's any other routes they could have missed. I think Ridley is the only way. Ridley will solve all your problems. Okay, Jay is starting his Ridley fight with a 45, 6, and 22. And pea shooter. So this is going to be an endurance fight right here. Like I'm wondering if there's a team that decides to start looking for more ammo. Or just gonna straight up fight Ridley with this loadout. So Telemorph and Tornado are fighting Ridley at the same time. In a fight like this, you want to be very conservative with your health. Question in chat: if a defeated Craig, didn't a Grey Door open? Yes, Kraid does open a Grey Door, but it's only one, and it's to the room in the left of Kraid. And that's why Kraid is required in order to pass. Phantoon, on the other hand, unlocks the Torian door. And so one of the risks involved is if you're playing the Rat Rando and you did not find Phantoon, you'll get locked out of Torian and you'll have to like go back into the Rat Rando just to find Phantoon and open the door. In my experience, Ridley may or may not be required, but in this case, Ridley is forced with this loadout, which is very interesting. And I thought a suitless Dragon was cruel, but nothing compared to this. So I think what Tornado's trying to do is use the pea shooter and use it until it really turns red for the first time, and that would indicate that Ridley's at half health. And so 15 super missiles is half of Ridley's health, so it would make the second half of the fight much safer. No, Tornado slips into the acid. That was a very close Ridley fight. We have 4 Ridley fights going at the same time. I guess no team is going to look for ammo. Silmorph is in a fairly good spot. Although, it's taking quite a bit of damage. This is more Ridley practice than they have ever asked for. Oh, Telemorph. Jay looks fairly close with this Ridley fight. Definitely stocked up on super missiles or power bombs. I'm not sure how many super missiles that is. It looks like an 8 to me. Ridley's still going. Six. Oh, I almost thought that was it. Come on, Jay. Oh, that's it. Nice. Nicely done, Jay. Yeah, so despite that that early death, I'm loving this victory dance. Yeah, despite the early death, Jay makes it in the lead. Drake unfortunately bites the dust. Tornado looks like it's using the same strats as before, conserving the super missiles until half health. Oh, what? Jay's doing the infinite bomb combo. What? I didn't know you can do that. Wow. Today I learned. Wait, can you infinite bomb combo this one too? What? I had no idea that the Gigas can get stuck in that corner. So that's a really cool strat, and I really like it. Okay, Jay finding a dead end is going to be a missile pack. Come on, Tornado. It looks like Ridley's dead. Come on. Yes, nice. Nicely done. So that puts Tornado in second place. It's an interesting choice to conserve all the power bombs. Power bombs on all screens. Okay, Tornado is at the at Wasteland with only 76 energy. So just be very careful. You definitely do not want to do the Ridley fight again. So opting to use power bombs to kill the Skigas. This is like the second roadblock after Ridley. So saving those power bombs after the Ridley fight really came in handy. Oh my god, Telemorph. I thought it was over. But it really died like at the very last second. And Jay is still at Wasteland, trying to get the Skigas out of here. Really just camping up there on the statues. So wait, was there no progression behind this? It looks like they've only picked up missiles so far after fighting Ridley. So was Ridley not required? I know all the runners have went through that right door, but I somehow keep missing it. Oh, Drake, no. That pause after the game over. Don't give up, Drake. Oh, and Jay finding Crocomire. Okay, Telemorph going to that right ship room. So this is where they have to go. Oh, and Thornado joining Telemorph. Vanilla Mickey Mouse Mickey Mouse missiles. I guess another reason why they might have decided not to come down here is they were very low health after Ridley. And so I think Thornhill left to go farm. We'll just come back to this room later. I really love how Jay is using the power bomb on that glass tube. But unfortunately it doesn't break. You have double Crocs on the right side. They're both fighting Croc side by side. Krogomer being a little trolly with the hitboxes. And Drake starting up the Ridley fight again. Jay? He's probably thinking for a moment there. I think this is the way back. I missed it. Jay has Spring Ball now, so that means Jay was probably thinking about how to get back to that Frog Speedway. And Telemorph just picked up a Spring Ball as well. Okay. So I'm glad that there was some purpose in fighting Ridley. Can't remember where Frog Speedway was. It was after Three Musketeers. So somewhere in that vicinity. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Is this a beamless seed? I think it's just going to be Wave Beam. There are beams can be forced for progression purposes, but I'm not sure what Plasma provides outside of fighting bosses. The Ice Beam could be used for the Metroid ice clip before bot wound. And there's a couple of wave gates they need wave beam for. So it'll be very interesting if there are no beams in the seed. I guess you would want to pick up as much ammo as possible. If there is a boss fight that's guaranteed, it's Mother Brain. Come on, Drake. Oh, that was not nice. No. Oh, Jay finds plasma beam. There goes the beamless dream. Franker Z at Mama Turtle. And honestly, shoutouts to all these runners for fighting Ridley in this situation. It is definitely not an easy task. Nor something I'd want to do in a race. Especially when the stakes are higher. And you get such a difficult boss. But yeah, I think Jay is still maintaining his lead. Tornado and Tillamorph are not too far behind. And that's a very neat farm spot. Just handing him super missiles. Question in chat, how does the point system work? Oh, Jay found Mother Brain. But yeah, I think it just goes by how many wins versus losses, and I'm not too sure how that really affects the playoffs. But it's each team like progressing with their set of victories and losses. As far as the randomizer, Rat Rando goes, and for co-op purposes, it's the average time of the team that their highest average time, or fastest, I mean. Basically, fastest team to win gets the W. Yeah, I believe it is average time of your team, which I think it's a good system. So I think it more encourages good communication between your team members. In the meantime, Tornado and Silmorph both find another brain. So at least the seed had some mercy, and we gave our runners the plasma beam. Jay entering the catch-up phase. And that looks like Jay is gonna seal the W. Although, even though Jay is in first place, Drake is still fighting Ridley, and so since this is determined by average time, the Meam team will have pretty difficult time catching up. Although the Ridley fight in a situation like this is definitely not an easy task. Oh, Drake, no. Jay starting Mother Brain 3. And our elephant team is sitting in the cutscene. Yeah, in a low power beam and a relatively low ammo situation. It's It's quite like fighting Dragon suitless. That it's very hard to avoid sometimes. You need to like try to maximize your damage. So it's risky trying to fight back. Oh, Jay finding the animals. It looks like Jay is gambling on the door not being open and the criteria climb. Or not the climb, but the supers. Or is he going back? Yeah, one of those doors could be open. And Jay shouldn't be walking, going backwards. Which is one of the things you might miss. Oh, that would not be good if Jay ends up dying in the escape. Come on, Jay. You can figure it out. Both Tornado and Tillamore finding that the top door is locked. Tillamore going into the animals. Moon falling past the platform. So Tornado is in the lead now, followed by Tillamorph and Jay. Jay's trying to escape through the animal room. No, Jay! No! Turn back. You only have a minute. Jay, don't do this. Okay, there we have it. Tornado and followed by Tillamorph, finishing with an SRL time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 56 seconds, and 1 hour, 18 minutes, and 59 seconds within 3 seconds of each other. GG's. Jay is running out of time. It's too late, man. Jay, no, the door's locked. No. Dang. Yeah, dying in the escape. Yeah, the Jay needed to go to the Criteria Supers door. Just one of the doors that Jay did not look at. But yeah, both the Meam team runners have both forfeited, so GG to them. Yeah, the Ridley fight was definitely not a simple task. And getting stuck at the escape like that is pretty rough. But yeah, it's good effort. So we are joined by Tornado. Tornado, how are you feeling? GG's.
Thank you. Glad glad to have made it through that fight. Let's just say that.
Yeah, everyone was stuck on that fight, and
Yeah.
that was one heck of a ride.
Yeah, I can't believe that was forced like that. I guess it is what it is.
Yeah,
Fortunately,
really
I had the
expecting
15 supers. Yeah. Tilly only had 10 supers. Did Jay and how was their fights with Ridley?
Drake had got stuck on Ridley, and Jay made it past first try.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah, the first time I walked into Ridley there, I looked at my missile count and just decided to nope out of there.
yeah, I saw that, and I was like, maybe it really isn't required, but at every turn, like, it just looked like really was required.
Yeah, so I figured at least farm up to the full supers and missiles and then go in, try. It took a couple tries, but it felt good to get.
Yeah, definitely.
GGJ.
Hey, I guess that
GG's.
there's a door at the very top of.
Oh yes. So the climb supers, like there's 2 doors at the climb.
I didn't know that.
And one of those could be open for the escape.
I didn't know that. Yeah. This is my first time ever doing route rando, so like I'm just running all over the place, watching my timer tick down. I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna die and escape. Yeah, man, that was one of the roughest seeds I've ever played. That was hard.
Tough.
That was real hard. When I was thrown into Ridley like that, I'm so impressed that I was able to come out of that one. I mean, I only had 6 supers, and I somehow managed to take Ridley down first try. That was just nutty.
GG for that.
I got thrown into the room, and I was like screaming at Thrag. I was like, oh my gosh, we just got thrown into Ridley, and there's no way I'm going to do this because I'm not the best at low percent Ridley, and coming out on top like that, that was cool. Thrag, about 4 or 5 tries, I think, at Ridley. Hey, he's here. Hello.
Hey, Drake. GG's.
GG.
GG's.
I mean, it's nice to hear you say it, but come on. I don't. If you'd seen the run, you wouldn't be saying that. I think 4 deaths, 5 deaths to Ridley. It was.
We all died a few times to Ridley.
Everybody died a few times.
The 2 times that I know I definitely did enough damage to him as well. He just ended up enraged and.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I felt very lucky having not died my completed attempt.
No, I can understand. That was a tough ask to take that fight. Definitely. So, how did you guys find this?
It was a little more linear than the ones I've done. Yeah, but very, very hard. The Ridley fight and then the rooms after Ridley weren't like a breeze either. So
that was such trash rooms to come after a Ridley fight like that. I was like, I had to take that really slow because I had no ammo. Of course, you have no ammo, and you get stuck with Wasteland. Are you kidding me? Wasteland left.
I used like 10 PBs. I just slowly.
I really enjoyed everyone's like Wasteland strats.
Fair enough. I mean, I didn't see that far. I ended up backtracking to go for blue suit shenanigans.
So it looks like if Thrag would have not take that last hit on his first try, we would have won this. Yeah.
Is that what we're going with?
Well, provided you get past the escape.
No, but that first death I took, oh my gosh. I don't know if anyone else took a death that early, but to come out of the side hopper room into pants room and then have to return with no health. Whew. Yeah, I took a full reset death in the beginning to that, and so we were feeling pretty behind.
Even the GT fight was hard. This was just hard all around.
Yeah. No, it's full speed. Like this. Yeah. This was like master preset or something because this was ridiculous.
Well, I'm going to tell you all up front. You have Ponk to thank for this seed. Key vet, any seed that an admin is racing in was vetted by Ponk because all the other admins are in the league. And yeah, it seems out Ponk was not in a good mood with me when he made this one. I don't know what I did to him, but
Well, even though it was pretty trolly, it was fun to play through.
it was. This is the harsh end of it, but this is a big example of why I like Root Rando, because as harsh as this seed was, it gave you everything. It gave you a clear path to follow. There was no, any major branches tended to lead back to somewhere you'd already been. And it was mostly then just find the items, head back, take the other routes. So it was a good one. It was nice to explore, but Ridley, yeah. I hear the escape was a bit challenging too.
Yeah, well, I had never done. That was the first time I've ever done route rando, and I don't do area rando. Like I'd done maybe one or two of those, so I just didn't know that. I didn't know that that was a thing. That those doors were. So I'm going back and forth and back and forth. I was like begging Thrag to tell me what doors am I missing. Yeah, that was weird. But hey, I went down. I saved the animals, so I mean, I died, but the animals live on. So
I really enjoyed how you tried to escape through the animals room.
Which door was the exit then that you missed?
The bottom climb supers door.
You mean the one you told me you checked when I gave you the list of doors?
Well, I thought you meant the bottom climb supers, as in the bottom of the climb. I don't know. I didn't hear the super. I was panicking. Okay. I'm looking at my clock. It says 20 seconds, and I'm just like, "What the heck?"
No.
So it looked like,
really
I
good
guess
to
in the
see
end,
the
though,
job,
I was ahead of all the runners. Then, yeah.
Oh yeah, you were. It was back and forth, but Jay, you had the lead for like a good while, and
Cool.
then you got stuck at the escape, and then everyone else just like passed you by.
I gotta watch that back. That's funny.
Sorry, that's me clicking the controller. If you can hear that.
But yeah, it was a great race.
How many
lots of back and
supers?
forth.
How many supers did Thornito and Tilly have? 10 as well.
I had 15.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there was an earlier super pack which I had picked up, but then I took a death or I reset. I don't remember which. And I really wish I'd gone back for that when I was doing that Ridley fight.
Yeah, I didn't realize how important it was when I picked it up.
Yeah, that's one really good thing. 'Cause I know one of the complaints that a lot of rando gets is the excessive amount of supers, and these seeds can be quite harsh on you with supers, like really not giving you much at all, but always giving you enough. So that was pretty cool to see.
Oh, GG though. It was a good race. We're racing again tomorrow, so
Yeah, GG guys. So tomorrow it
hopefully
should
less
be...
brutal.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hopefully, I mean that. Wow. Hopefully, you get a less brutal seed for sure. Yeah.
Jay's not racing tomorrow, so he's secretly hoping that we get a much worse seed tomorrow. But yeah, GG to you guys. That was a solid time on this seed, if I'm being honest. So credit where it's due. You good win, and I guess I will definitely see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Yep,
Woohoo!
sounds correct. GG.
Thank you, Gala, for
Cool.
commentating. Thanks for Thornito and Tilly Moore for racing. Thanks, Drag, for racing with me. Thanks, Chat, for being chat. And thanks, Speed Gaming, for helping out. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, and thanks to whoever has done the tracking for us as well, because I'm not sure who that was. But shout outs to you, because tracking this is a bit of a nightmare in some cases, especially with all the deaths.
And I'll see Tilly Morph again, maybe 8 o'clock, I believe, Monday, for some smrat.
Yep.
All right, later, everyone.
Okay, thanks very much, guys. GG, have a good one.
All right, have a good night, y'all. I think that's gonna do it for